Hi Alex, this is the natal chart of your patient. Look at this. I'm always looking at Pluto and Saturn because these two planets are always giving us some medical condition or some tragedies or some events, really painful ones, when we're supposed to learn some lessons or to go through cleansing on spiritual level. If you can see Pluto together with Mars in combination, so this is huge energy is already given inside, but Pluto is not given to person that I don't know, to make money or to make some big I don't know, something for fame, for his ego or something. No, Pluto is given to person, especially when it's 12th, 6th house of horoscope, for serving people, for cleansing them from all their blockage or whatsoever. So if Pluto energy, if Pluto is on the axis 12th, 6th house of horoscope, is not used as instrument to help people to get rid of some diseases, rehabilitation after, I don't know, tragedies, intoxications, any kind of traumas, etc. Yeah, then Pluto might give this person exactly, yeah, problems with the health if it's connected to the 6th house of horoscope, especially if Pluto together with Proserpine is ruler of Virgo. If you remember Virgo Pisces, this is the usual axis of 6th, 12th house of horoscope, because this is a traditional territory of Pisces, this is traditional territory of Virgos. And if on this axis any kind of planets, especially if it's Pluto or Saturn, there will be for sure problems with health if the person dedicated his life just for his personal achievement, not for helping others, cleanse others on different levels. So when Pluto together with Mars, believe or not, very often people are going to surgery. They like to help people, but with a kind of through pain, so saving them, dragging them through crisis situation, yes, through pain, yes, through cutting off rotten organs or something like this, but giving them second chance in life, because Mars is exactly like a sharp instrument, okay? Also, Mars is when people are working with all I don't know, physical tensions. So she's supposed to find profession like helping others, this in 6th house of horoscope, to save their lives and probably even risking her own life, and probably with sharp instruments. So basically she is able to work when the condition of working is awful. Not everyone can do this, okay? If she's not using these planets in a right direction, okay, then we have problems with the health, because 6th house of horoscope is routine of everyday life, it's our working responsibilities, but also it's health conditions and how we are looking after health, okay? Also, we have to look at Venus. Why Venus? Because ascendant in Taurus. Venus is a ruler of not only 1st house of horoscope, but of the whole horoscope, okay? Venus is very, very important here. Where is Venus? 7th house of horoscope. So, her personal growth is while working with tete-a-tete with another person. So basically it's your patients, it's I don't know, clients, etc. So basically Venus is here, if you can see, in not very interesting condition, what I'm saying, because when ruler of 1st house of horoscope on lunar nodes, that means if you are making any mistakes in your life, yeah, there will be immediately coming like boomerang, okay? And this boomerang sometimes, like a payoff obligation, yeah, is not only coming for your own faults, for your own sins or whatsoever. If it's on lunar nodes, it's some kind of ancestry line, yeah, whoever in your ancestors made some criminal things, I don't know, make abortions, for example, or leaving children without any help or whatsoever, or I don't know, doing not very good for family, basically, yeah, or even stealing from your own family, etc. Because not second 8th house of horoscope, so material things were very important. What I'm saying, it's not only your own sins, but your ancestors' sin might go on your own shoulders if ruler of first house of horoscope together with the lunar nodes, because lunar nodes, believe or not, is information what's already accumulated within whole ancestor line, okay? Plus, if you can see here, we have Uranus. Uranus, it's always some shocking events connected to your, health. Because Venus here is a ruler of first house of horoscope, and first house of horoscope, it's your image and how you look like, it's your body as well. So this is really, really important. When Venus together with Uranus, it's not only about what Venus is responsible for. Venus responsible, yes, for how you are making contacts, how you are making romances, what you want from love, but actually Venus is what you want at all. Okay, it's our desires, wishes, it's our comfort zone as well, yeah, where I feel how I want to love and be loved, etc. But if Venus is responsible for first house of horoscope, it's actually your physical body together with Uranus, means that if you're making some mistakes in your life, boomerang, like need to pay off for this, comes immediately, and not only for your own mistakes but for the whole ancestor line mistakes. That's what's happening. By the way, Venus together with Uranus must also in the health focus, yeah, giving some problems with balance in hormones, because Venus is responsible for skin, for women health, for glands, especially thyroid gland, okay, ovaries as well, and disbalance together with Uranus is disbalance with thyroid and ovaries, that's for sure. And this comes actually, believe or not, in your ancestor line, because this was already accumulated in your previous life. So she had already this problem in her previous life, or it's already given to her as condition in family, because this is already what we came with South Node, and North Node what we supposed to acquire, yeah, in this life, because North Node, it's the culmination of point, it's our mission to accomplish. Well, your mission to accomplish, believe or not, is become self-efficient money-wise, not rely on anyone, not for her husband, not for her ancestors, not for her relatives or whatsoever. No, second house of horoscope, I'm making my own money, okay? And I'm making my own money through corresponding information. So I supposed to learn all the time, all my life, to be a humble pupil. This is Gemini, and translate this information, digest this information, and give these answers on special questions of my clients. So I can actually teach, I can be like a coach, I can be teacher, I can be consultant person on any kind of information, whatever sector is. But the thing is, if we can look if you can look. Seventh house of horoscope 1-to-1, yeah, it's marriage, but it's also 1-to-1 interaction with another person. So what is the ruler here? Pluto, because Pluto is ruling Scorpio. What does it mean here? So she's supposed to have this consultation on crisis zone in people's life. For example, people are going through tragedies, through rape, through grieving, through deterioration of health, bankruptcy, etc., etc. Any kind of tragedies, any kind of things when people don't want to live anymore. Yeah, so this kind of crisis, she's supposed to be consultant, make her own money on this, and going with the person through his or her crisis situation and help his or her. That's what she's supposed to do, and this is her actually mission to accomplish as well. Also, Mars and Saturn showing where people supposed to do their utmost important work in life. Okay, Mars and how I'm doing. Saturn is the most important career goal, so to say. When Saturn on descendant, that means it's not only means that your husband will be a little bit older than you, yeah, and husband supposed to be already with like accomplished person with career, with money, with a structured plan for future, etc., etc. Yes, it is the thing like this as well, but also Saturn on 7th house of horoscope gives you indication that your career supposed to be in consulting person, 1-to-1 working with this person, and person is coming to you by Pluto at the 0 point of his tragedy. What means? Because Pluto is working like this, yeah, it's always putting person on the 0 point where everything is not important anymore. Pluto is showing the bottom of tragedy, yeah? And through what you are coming onto the next level of your existence, and you are coming stronger than you ever were. And like before, it wouldn't be even close in your future anymore. That's how Pluto, it's transformation of Pluto through pain, through tragedies, but finding your inner force, a real force, your real core, hardcore inside, yeah, and make you yourself after this tragic events. So she's supposed to make your career while helping people to give them second lease in life, and yes, through giving knowledge or how to say, like tailored made information for this or that person, how to deal with what they have. And yes, it might be concerning about health problems. So if person doesn't see her own mission, her productivity for this career productivity, I mean what you supposed to do as work for the world, yeah, how you're supposed to serve the world, how to be useful for people around. It's not only about having beautiful life, enjoy all the, everything which life is giving you. No. Not when your 6th house of horoscope like this, when Saturn is on the cusp of 7th house of horoscope, and the whole huge planetary group related on your 8th house of horoscope. Because 8th house of horoscope, believe or not, it's people who are made to go through crisis themselves, accumulate fantastic, very precious experience, how to survive and go on to the next level of your experience. And secondly, help others to go through the same. Okay, this is very, very important. Look, Mercury is responsible for her 2nd house of horoscope, how she's supposed to make money, okay? Mercury in 8th house of horoscope. 8th house supposed to be like, I am learning the things which are not on the surface. I am learning things like, for example, rule the energies, how to get rid of dependencies, how to go through crisis, how to make money even on crisis situation, how to transform yourself and go into the next level. Also, Mercury together with Neptune, it's very often, because Mercury is responsible on medical astrology, on your it's responsible for your nervous system, okay? Also, Mercury, it's our voice, and it's our gestures, it's our fingertips, and yes, all the nervous system, okay? Well, when Mercury in 8th house of horoscope, when the person is not using this planet in the right way, yeah? I am making money through digging this secret knowledge in order to give information to people how to do this and that in tragic days in their lives. Okay, if I'm not there, then Mercury is giving you the how to say, the topic of tragedies in your life. So also, 2nd house of horoscope, it's not how I'm making money. It's all the resources, yeah, of my being, my talents, my skills, my health as resource of me. Because if there is no such resource, I can't make proper money and develop other talents, right? So health, the level of strength, of resourcefulness of organism is 2nd house of horoscope. So Mercury is responsible for physical health as well, okay? This is our body, but this is where resources for organism coming, okay? So Mercury together with in 8th house of horoscope means that yes, if you are making some mistakes, your health will be first which is suffering, okay? Secondly, with Neptune, sometimes it's very difficult to find the right cause of the problem, because Neptune is, you know, like not, you can't see properly, you can't understand properly, you can't realize the sense of it, because Neptune is all our illusions, dreams, and sometimes, you know, negative illusions, when we are not even wanting to see the truth, when we don't want to believe, yeah, like going into denial, etc., etc. And here we have also Jupiter, which is actually the planet of extension, expansion, etc. But if it's on negative combination, it's extending this negativity. This is the how Jupiter is working. So basically, if she's making some mistakes, if she's not going into the how to say, way her mission is supposed to be accomplished, yeah, and her useful work for this life, first of all, it will be nervous system, which is in suffer. Neptune, she's going in denial, she's not seeing the facts and trying to see the truth and finding the proper solution for this. Secondly, Jupiter is only extending this, the problem of this. And yes, all this in 8th house of horoscope. 8th house is, yes, tragic events in our life, crisis in our life, which supposed to serve for our going into the next level, for our transformation, for finding new sense for your existence, so to say. Well. But the good thing here, Sun is not in 8th house of horoscope, it's on the cusp of 9th house of horoscope. Believe or not, 9th house of our gurus, our teacher, our high knowledge as well, etc. Also, Sun is showing your vitality as well. So Sun in Capricorn, people are not so easy to go on the knees. They are fighters. They can go through self-discipline, go through even some kind of hard regime, and schedule of your training, for example, and exercises, etc., in order to reach the point, etc., etc. And with the help of good coach, of the good teacher, guru, a person who is leading her through this, she can actually find the solution how to minimize the problem of health problems. Also, Sun is our professional of self-realization. It's where we are finding where we're supposed to be, like a sun to this world, giving this warmth and be recognized as a leader, etc. Believe or not, when Sun on the cusp of 9th house of horoscope, she might be in future even famous. For example, she is going through problems in her health, okay? She is accumulating very precious experience. In Sun, in 9th house of horoscope, or even in cusp of 9th house of horoscope, she's supposed to be the one, like a coach, giving this precious knowledge to others, how to prevent, how to go through, how to minimize this, and even she might be teaching groups how not to do this, or even to put this in book, something like this, because this is where we are recognized for our knowledge. It's also our ideology, our philosophy, our faith, it's spiritual goals and recognition from others, okay? And believe or not, she might be in future, when she go through this painful experience, be a teacher for others or consultant person for others, how to prevent the same condition, or if it's already happening, how to minimize, how to accommodate for new lifestyle, etc., etc. Also, if you can see your moon together with black moon, it's always something is coming from mom's ancestry line, and something where you have, how to say, temptation not to act in ecological way. When sometimes very huge dependency on mom, for example, when mom is ruling this and that, when you depend on mom's opinion, when you're emotionally too close to mom, or even she's controlling what you're dreaming about, what you're thinking about, what you're going to do, etc., etc. From one hand, sometimes it's too much. I mean, this closeness to mom, when you can't make your own decision, when you depend on mom. But secondly, it might be vice versa, when it's too much of control. There is person might just put a cross on any relationship with mom as well. But anyway, it's extremities, with relationship with mom, something like this. I don't know what it is. Probably mom is having her own business. Yes, she might do this. She's a very strong person, because moon in trine with Pluto, moon in trine with Mars. Probably mom is even working as I don't know, like paramedic. Yes, Pluto and Mars gives this, and plus Proserpine, plus moon in 10th house of horoscope, showing that mom is like government, like making the rules, making instructions, choosing profession for you, giving you instructions what you're supposed to do in life, etc., etc. But the thing is, it's in square with Venus. What does it mean? So relationship with mom is not actually what she would want, because Venus together with Uranus, I want freedom. Venus in Sagittarius, I want freedom in my life, in love life as well, in romances, etc., etc. I don't want anybody, even mom, controlling this sector of my life, or giving me instruction how I supposed to be, enjoying my sexual life as well, my partnerships, etc., etc. So there might be some conflicts with mom, because mom is advising too much, basically, probably even giving too much advices or controlling stuff, but at the same time it's emotional dependency on mom. So without mom, she as if she's not making her own decisions, etc. But this conflict is saying that there is like a seesaw inside of her. Okay, one moment I want this because I inherited this from mom, another moment I want absolutely different, even opposite situation. And this is sometimes when person is choosing one thing, then no, I don't want it anymore. So basically she's buying stuff from shop, and when she's coming home she doesn't want it anymore, and she's just like putting this to the bin. But this is as well in everything with life. Okay, like I want this profession, no, next morning I changed my mind, I'm not going in this direction. Then choosing this object of life, of love, for example, I want this partner, that this partner, just everything for me, etc., etc., and like very quick falling in love, and it's supposed to be eccentric and experimenting and doing wild things. Venus together with Uranus and in Sagittarius. But next morning she's thinking, oh my god, what did I do, etc., etc. So changing what she wants. Every moment there is like a struggle between what I want, what I don't want. She can't find any peace and harmony in this. But the thing is, if we are taking major picture of this, Venus and Moon is responsible for women's health. Okay, what's happening with glands, what's happening with the whole organism, women's health. I mean, organs which are responsible for giving birth to children, etc., etc. Well, I can see that there might be some deterioration of these organs. Okay, and this might come actually from mom's ancestors. Okay, probably it's already, she's born with such program, some faulty program on this. This is the thing. Okay, let's have a look at rulers of every house of horoscope. Every house responsible for this or that sector of life, yeah? And depending on what planet is ruling and in what position, we are able to see what's happening with this and that sector of horoscope. First house, it's her own body, it's the image she's making, and how she's projecting herself into this world, how people are reading her. Well, quite an eccentric and wild person. Venus together with Uranus, very creative actually person, and she might be quite popular in media because it's me and my audience. I needed to be this eccentric person, bright, beautiful, and because Sagittarius, they want to lead, they want to be coaches, they want to travel around the world, they don't want any rules, conditions, all the world like an oyster for me. But the thing is, when it's Moon in square here, that means I choose this direction, and then I decided not to go there. Secondly, it might be even sometimes people don't like their own body, okay? And Venus with Uranus sometimes giving some experimenting with your look as well. And here she might be sometimes going into the wild things, because Venus in square not only with Moon but with Black Moon as well. So there might be some plastic operations here which might actually transform her into absolutely different person here. Second house, how I'm making money, where resources are coming from, where I put resources, where I'm spending this. So this is Mercury. Mercury, when person is translating something, interpreting, giving information, consultation, teaching, coaching, this would be great, especially if it's connected to the medicine, to the creativity, or that's what Neptune is about, non-traditional medicine, and how she can actually might work in online through computer. This is Neptune as well. And Jupiter, yes, I can give some very valuable information about I'm teaching people basically, and I'm recognized, and I can even write my own books. This is it. Third house of horoscope, how communicate to people, and what are the people who I want to communicate with, my circle of communication for everyday life. Here it's Moon. Believe or not, teaching people, communicating your knowledge to others, it might be a profession. And if it's done with your heart in it, like for example, you're a teacher at school, or you are taking all your audience, all your pupils, like people are very close to you, it's really, really important for you. For example, I'm taking all my pupils like my own children, basically. Sometimes with such position, people are working with children, basically. And this might be the career. Okay. Fourth house of horoscope. Beginning in Leo. That means she's supposed... Fourth house, it's where I live and what is the atmosphere at home. Sun and ninth house of horoscope at the cusp of 9, meaning that my home will be far away from the place where I was born. So if she is living somewhere else, not in Australia, it would be absolutely wonderful. And also, when fourth house of horoscope and 9 is where I can be a coach, like a priest, like giving high knowledge to people, not like life hacks, okay, but about ideology, about at most important spiritual development goals, etc., etc. And she can work from her own computer online, okay, or even make some kind of like a textbooks or whatsoever. So yes, she can do this. Also, fifth house of horoscope, it's where my creativity, children, romances. Mercury is also, some school of astrology making Mercury as a ruler of Gemini and Virgo. Another school of astrology is giving Proserpine like a ruler of Virgo. So, if we are taking Proserpine as a ruler, so ruler of 5th house and 6th house of horoscope, that means it might be, if there are some children, it might be that children's health condition might be a little bit under risk, and she might get like responsibilities for everyday life to look after child or children. But also fifth house, it's where my baby is, my own business can be. So if fifth house of horoscope describing like my own business born from creative idea, then it might be how I look after my health, regime of the day, okay? This might be the case. So I am making my own business in, for example, giving people very important knowledge how to feed your body, look after minerals balance, vitamins balance, how to make proper exercises, probably non-traditional medicine, yoga, tai chi, tsugun, etc., together with some practicing, like energy practicing, like holotropic breathing, for example, etc., affirmation, meditation, etc. So it's looking spiritually and physically after your health, okay, after your physical body and spiritual development as well. So this might be your own business. It's coming from creative idea until this baby is growing for the professional product. And in this, by the way, she would be absolutely wonderful, absolutely perfect. You know why? Because look at this huge bisextile. So all these planets, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune, is helping for this baby to grow. Yeah, baby like a business, I mean. Ruler of 6th house of horoscope, also Venus, because Venus is ruling Tauruses and Libra, and Venus in 7th house of horoscope. So my everyday life, routine of everyday life, supposed to be I'm in dialogue one-to-one with the person who is coming for consultation, for example, my patients or my pupils, etc., etc. But a routine of everyday life includes how I look after my health. So Venus here, being in Sagittarius, might be showing that traveling actually and expanding your mental horizons are helping you to deal with health problems. And yes, being a little bit eccentric, a little bit extravagant, this is Venus together with Uranus, and being not like others. Your lifestyle supposed to be not like others, not traditional way. 7th house of horoscope, ruling by Pluto. If she's not working one-to-one to patients, yeah, this might be showing Pluto as scenario of her marriage life, and Pluto usually is giving quite going through some difficulties, because it's about manipulation, it's about control, it's about fear to lose this control, it's about power, who is doing whom. This is the scenario in a marriage relationship. But if she's putting this exactly energy into one-to-one professional communication, this would be already used in this, and it won't be involved in her marriage scenario. 8th house of horoscope, where will be crisis situation basically. Jupiter. Also, Jupiter in 8th house of horoscope might give a huge inheritance from husband, or from just inheritance of family, basically, because Jupiter is actually like a luck, and it's a planet of growing, extension, etc., etc. So basically, this might give from one hand good inheritance, and from husband or from partnership first of all, but secondly, Jupiter might give huge appetite when person is in dependencies. What I mean, for example, if there are some dependencies, like on some kind of chemical stuff, or of traveling, or emotional dependencies of sexual experimenting, for example, etc., etc., she will be putting all her money, all her body resources into it. And sometimes together with Neptune, it's uncontrollable, because Neptune, there is no any discipline or any kind of ages for this. So this might grow into absolutely huge problem, because this is 8th house of horoscope. This is crisis zone, basically. So from one hand, Neptune is giving you inheritance, money that you didn't earn, but secondly, crisis situation, dependencies, etc. might grow as well without any limits. That's what Neptune is giving to this. Rule of 9th house of horoscope, on the cusp of 7, and this is Saturn. Believe or not, ninth house of horoscope, it's about justice in the world as well, how laws are working as well. And Saturn is telling you, please be very sure that you are in a legal relationship with the person in front of you. What I mean, that you are not bending laws, okay? If you are giving consultation one-to-one, it's supposed to be that you are professional one, that you are having all the diplomas, all the, you know, knowledge, legal knowledge, etc. to do this. And sometimes this might be at the person who is working laws. So, like, for example, some, I don't know, like lawyer, solicitor, legal advisor, sometimes it's like this. Ruler of 10th house of horoscope, it's Uranus, and Uranus in 7th house of horoscope. This is our career goals, yeah? But Uranus is saying, I'm doing this my way. I'm finding my own niche. I'm doing this not traditional way. And yes, it might be like I'm working with a person one-to-one. Sometimes it's very, very good for astrologers, because this is consultation one-to-one. And yes, Uranus is supposed to be like knowledge breakthrough, like insights, like when I'm using information which is not on the surface, and I can find like know-how, only I can do this. So some business might be like one-to-one with another person, but this might be in the sector of me know-how, because Uranus is your genius side. Only you know how to do this. Well, 11th house of horoscope with Neptune. It's ruled by Neptune because it starts with Pisces. 11, it's where my tribe, where my people who are supporting me, my for example, friends or my subscribers, if I'm blog or whatever. Neptune is always giving you a lot of people that you are contacting as friends online. Yeah, and yes, these people might be about esoterics, about some creativity, about non-traditional medicine, about spiritual development, finding your spiritual path. So these people might go through all around the world like friends. And 12th house of horoscope ruled by Mars. And Mars here in 6th house of horoscope, when 12 and 6 are connected, again, person supposed to help others, even charity organization, or professionally I'm helping others to survive and to look after not only physical health, but spiritual development as well. I want to have a look now on transits right now. So this is done 2 days. Adelaide. Today, I put as a date for today, and let's have a look. I don't know where she lives now, but I will put her native town right now. Just because if she's not living there, okay, I will put your place as well afterwards, and we will see the difference. Okay, let's have a look, but it won't be too much of difference, I assure you. Okay, what's helping right now? Look, these are transiting planets. All the stellium of planets, Pluto, Mercury, Sun, Mars, Venus, almost all together right now, and they are making square to her Pluto and Mars. What it means, now health problems are arising, they are coming onto surface. Because 6th house of horoscope, yes, what I'm doing, how I look after my health, how I'm preventing the diseases which I inherited, or how I'm going through some, problems coming onto surface with my health. This is routine of my everyday life, including health problems as well. Well. So now, okay, Sun will go quick. Venus, Mercury, Mars won't be at this point for a long time, but Pluto in this time for 2 years minimum. So, your Pluto in 2nd degree of Scorpio. When Pluto, right now it's in 3rd degree of Aquarius, and every year it's going back retrograde period of time, almost half a year. What it means, it's already the whole year, or even almost 1 year and a half is already dancing on her Pluto, which responsible for her health as well, but it's also responsible for her one-to-one. So it might be marriage, it might be partnerships, also under under crisis basically. And Pluto is not going off from this point very quickly, so it's 1 year ahead. She will be under this cleansing period of time. What it means, when we put ourselves onto the zero position, when we are going to the bottom, then jump from the bottom and resurrect, basically going into a new version of ourselves. Okay, it's supposed to be that she is redoing herself, remaking herself, absolutely different person. And yes, this sometimes going very painfully, because Pluto is not giving anything in light and pleasant way. It's going through war basically, with probably not only partnerships like marriage partnerships or any kind of partnerships, business partnerships as well, but it's going through the war with your own organism, because it's 6th house of horoscope. It's our lifestyle, it's health condition, and what we are doing on everyday life. So now everyday life, my lifestyle is changing completely. Believe or not, this was already programmed. So when your soul has chosen to be born in that body, yeah, and born in this time, in this place, in this minute exactly, this was already programmed for the future, that transiting Pluto will be at this stage doing this square. And square is always like a huge blow, okay, which sometimes even taking away your health, your perspectives for life, etc., etc. Yes, very difficult. But the thing is, very soon, North Node will be standing on her moon, okay? And moon in trine with Pluto and with Mars and Proserpine. That means there will be a period of time when she, with her praying, yes, because moon in Pisces, it's related to our faith, because it's Neptune who is ruling Pisces, yeah, to the cosmos, to the higher power, to the when person is just like believing, when he or she is useful for this world, when he or she is serving for this world, then higher power will remove any kind of diseases or whatsoever. And this is supposed to be very sincere belief, faith in higher power. Yes, Neptune is our creator, believe or not. So when why Neptune? Because her moon is in Pisces, so it's like in the palace of Neptune, basically living. Anyway, when North Node will be standing on her moon, and North Node is going this direction. So it will be open doors for the whole month, when through praise, through meditation, through some kind of non-traditional approach, probably it will be acupuncture, holotropic breathing, probably some massaging of some points in organism, etc., etc. There will be some period of time around 1 month when through praise and through non-traditional approach she can actually even get huge improvement in her condition, or even stabilize. But her belief, her faith, how it works, her belief in miracles, when person is doing something for this world, useful was, yes, miracle can happen. Believe or not, there will be this period of time. Also her Uranus in first house of horoscope. Uranus in Chiron. Chiron is always giving you the key how to do this and that and that. So it's just like solving the problem, okay? And also Neptune and Saturn is in sextile. So believe or not, very soon there will be some like revelation. Now I know what is the key, how to make this condition better, how this physical body to make work properly as it used to be. Because first house of horoscope is our physical body as well. The thing is, look at this. White moon, Selena, is exactly on her fourth house of horoscope and on natal Selena. Now, very important knowledge coming again to make things better for her. Because South Node is it's like her guardian angel is coming for help, for the whole family help. Because fourth house of horoscope, it's where I live, who I live with, what with my family, with my nest basically happening. And again, as I said, Pluto in ninth house of horoscope. It's my belief, my faith, my ideology, my own philosophy is changing right now, okay? I believed in this, in that and that. I saw the whole universe is organized this and that way, and now I might actually look at this absolutely from different angle. That's what Pluto in ninth house of horoscope. But also ninth house of horoscope, it's how laws are working, okay? If it's not legal stuff happening right now, then it might be happening like a universal law, okay? You did this and that bad like sins or whatsoever. Now universe is making you suffer for this, like payoff. That's how it's happening. Well, I just want to have a look when exactly North Node will be in your moon. What is North Node? It's when our eclipses are happening, when a full moon or new moon is happening near lunar nodes. It's called eclipses, and eclipses are given usually 2 weeks time channel, like a tunnel between two eclipses, when any kind of changes are very, very possible. So first, the closest eclipse, it will be 17th of February, and it will be new moon in last degree of Aquarius. The thing is, this period of time from 17th February until 3rd of March, it will be life-changing period of time for her, because she will be seeing absolutely different goals for her life. There will be some solution coming to organize your lifestyle, who she's living with, what are the everyday responsibilities, how she's living, what she's practicing, what she's believing in, what the work and what responsibilities she's taking on her shoulders, etc., etc. Because moon is responsible not only how I live, what is my house, where I live, who are under my roof, but also moon is female health, our relationship with mom and relationship with children as well. So very important information will come to her to organize where I live, how I live, and what I'm doing my every day of my life, my lifestyle, and my health, my feminine health will be connected to this. So very important period of time, and changes in this sector will be huge. So she might actually decide to live in another place. Moon is also a ruler of third house of horoscope, is who are my neighbors, where I live, who I communicate with every day of my life. Also third house of horoscope, my knowledge, how I am translating this to others, how I am helping with my knowledge to others. So all these questions will be topic on this. So she might actually change your lifestyle and your health as well, your health condition within this period of time from 17th of February until 3rd of March. It will be a huge period of time when we are making changes in our life by own hands. It's orchestrating these changes. And yes, moon in initially, in Pisces, it's supposed to be that I believe in miracles. I believe that universe wants only the best for me. So our prayers, meditation, affirmations are very, very, very important within this period of time. And probably she will begin some kind of like professional career developing. For example, changes what she's doing professionally. Probably she's beginning like a coach, giving important information to this world, writing articles or contacting people through consultations, etc., etc. Very important period of time. So yes, second end of February, it will be life-changing experiences, okay? And when look, Jupiter is coming on the cusp of third house of horoscope. Like I'm beginning to teach, I'm beginning to consult, and yes, the person might change the place she lives as well. And when Jupiter in opposition to Sun, others might not actually approve this. But the thing is, she must do this, that's it. This is the only way some health problem might be taken away. Well, I'm just... very important period of time, end of February, 28th of February. It's when the Sun with the North Node near her Moon, because Sun is always make it clear, like understanding, like who is helping for you, what you're supposed to do with this and that it's your life. It's like clear path for the future. I see where I'm going. I see what I'm doing right now. It's very, very important. So February, it will be understanding what she's doing next. Also, I want to have a look at this directions. Directions usually is giving perspectives, what events are coming into our life, and this is exactly like events of the life, okay? Look, moon, it's 20 minutes of Pisces, not even degree, and Sun right now 28. So basically one degree is 1 year. So basically it's 2 years time. Sun is standing on her moon. What it means? Very important person coming into her life. So if now she is going off from some relationship, because it's Pluto square Pluto, yeah, and Pluto is ruling 7th house of horoscope, marriage, partnership. So basically, if there is some problems with partnerships right now, in 2 years time she's getting married again. Okay, she's changing her probably family name. It will be marriage, and place of living, I mean new papers, new citizenships. That's what's going to happen. But also Sun, it might be given opportunities to be professional somewhere. So my self-realization, my shining of my career, like a top of my career. So I can be known as a person doing this in this and this professionally. Also in 2 years time, like a fame coming in my career. Well. What else? Mars in 1 year time will be standing on her Uranus. And Pluto in 1 year time is going to stand on her south lunar nodes. It will be huge, like career goals changing, and my focusing, what I'm doing in my life, where I'm going, yeah, where I'm developing, where I'm growing, what I'm doing in life, yeah. This is changes completely 1 year, and she is already at the beginning of this, okay, but in a year time it will be complete change, okay, because Pluto, when it's a ruler of 7th house of horoscope, might give your partner, which is not only 100% dedication, 300% dedication, okay? She might find a partner who is like on every level hers, okay? It's a complete, like finding your true other half, as if you were real one body in previous life, something like this. Wow. And also her career goals might be changing completely, because Uranus is responsible for 10th house of horoscope. Well, very important changes. I believe I gave the most important what I saw, and I really hope this knowledge will help her to find new important things in her life, if even it's absolutely different from what she used to do or believe in.